Why do so many Americans believe, no, insist that the US is not a democracy, but a republic? Every time I mention something along these lines in one of my videos, within a democratic system, such as the US or Germany, it's even essential that citizens and residents engage in public debates and raise their voices when things go wrong. That's what democracy is based on. I already know that these comments will come. This time I even made sure to say democratic system instead of democracy to avoid the confusion here, but it happened anyway. Can someone please explain to me where this misunderstanding comes from? I kind of doubt that this is taught in schools. So to get this straight, yes, the US is in fact a democracy, but it is also a republic. Let me explain. Democracy describes a form of government. It's a government of the people for the people, which is ensured by holding free elections, for example, but also some other characteristics. Other form of governments would be a monarchy or a theocracy, for example. Now, there are different types of democracies. In a direct democracy, people would vote directly on every single decision. I feel like some people who claim that the US isn't a democracy are only thinking of a direct democracy, or also called pure democracy, and that's true. The US is definitely not a direct democracy. Those rarely exist in real life today, with a few exceptions, such as Switzerland, for example. But most modern democracies are representative democracies, where the people elect representatives who then represent their interests within the government and usually within a parliament. A republic, on the other hand, is a form of state. It's basically an umbrella term for all forms of states that aren't a monarchy. There are a lot of different types of republics, but in a lot of cases, republics are using a democratic form of government, like in the US or Germany or France or Italy and many other modern countries. And there are different types of subcategories of republics. We can differentiate between a parliamentary republic, where the people elect the parliament and the parliament then elects the head of government, as it's the case in Germany, where the parliament elects the chancellor, versus a presidential system, as it can be found in the US, for example, where the people elect both the legislature, so the parliament, and the executive branch, aka the president, separately. The president in this case is both the head of state and the head of government, whereas in Germany, for example, our chancellor is the head of government and our president is officially the head of state, but has a mainly representative function. Some republics can also be described as a federal republic, such as Germany, it's literally in our name, or the US. This means that individual states or provinces that each have their own governments are united under a federal government. Both countries can also be described as a constitutional republic, since both have a constitution which defines the fundamental principles and laws the country is governed by. So long story short, democracy and republic aren't terms that are mutually exclusive. A country can be both, neither, or only one of the two. The United States of America happens to be both. And so does Germany, by the way.